Welcome back, guys. It's Maverick in the channel. Right here I'm gonna be telling y'all my analysis and predictions for the 2026 World Cup. It's already getting onto a flying start. There's been about 7 matches already played. In this video I'm gonna go through all the matches, stating my analysis and stating the predictions for the next 2 matches, so stay tuned. Now, to kick us off, we got Mexico versus South Africa. Yeah, when I was watching this game, I was already hyped, but then I was already demotivated by the way I saw South Africa play. Bro, they knocked out Nigeria, but low-key, I feel like Nigeria should have played in this World Cup because they played as if they just wanted for a participation trophy. Literally, Mexico were all around them, man. 3 red cards, a whole whooping 3 red cards. Yo, I feel like the ref wanted to do something because he was just dashing out straight reds. I'm telling you, it wasn't even like yellow cards, 2 red cards. Nah, it was straight red. It was complete carnage in the second half. But apart from that, Mexico dominated the game. It's like anytime they lost the ball, they gained it back instantly. South Africa couldn't even make up to passes to get out of their own half or something. Their shots on target, they could not even get most shots on target. They had only 3 shots in the game with only 2 going on target. Wow, Mexico had a whooping 16 shots with 5 on target. You can see they took their chance very likely. First goal was by Julian in the 9th minute. The keeper lays the ball to his defender. He leaves the ball. He picks up in the 18-yard box, slots it through the keeper's net, and it's 1-0. Moments then, we have Fulham's finest, the number 9, Mexico's finest, Raul Jimenez. A beautiful cross comes into the box. He heads it goal. 2-0 Mexico. First game of the World Cup, 2-0 for Mexico. Now, our second match of Group A, Mexico and South Africa were also in Group A. We got South Korea versus Keshia. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. This game went 2-1 to South Korea. To be honest, the game was almost end to end in the first half, but second half it was all goals. All the goals were literally scored in the second half. The game was in South Korea's hands because they had a whooping 15 shots with 7 shots on target, while Chelsea had 8 shots with only 4 on target. Some of these games, as I'm going to go through, some of them dominated, but they still lost the game. Later, I'm going to get into that. South Korea, although dominated the game with 62% possession and 38% for Keshia, shows that matches are not really just dominated by possession. You can have possession, but as long as you don't take your chances, you ain't gonna win the game. Because from a viewer's point of view, you can watch the game, but the scoreline can't really do justice to what the game was really about. First half, the second half, only 45 minutes showed you complete quality from both teams. The goals were scored by I'm not reading that. I'm sorry, those names are. Now, I'm going to be talking about matches as we go from Group A to B, but some matches, like some Group C matches, will play before B, but I'm just going to go in alphabetical order. First game of Group B was Canada versus Bosnia. Now, to be honest, this game really lacked quality a little bit. Canada had 13 shots on target, but only 13 shots, but only 3 shots on target. Bosnia had 8 shots, but 4 shots on target. So it was more like the game was in Canada's hands in the first half, but they didn't take their chances. And then a corner comes in for Bosnia and he heads it goal, making it 1-0 in the 12th minute, while it was still in Canada's hands. Canada had 60% possession, while Bosnia had 40% in the whole game. So you see, it doesn't really matter about how the possession gets you. It's if you can take your chances correctly. Canada had 13 shots, but only 3 on target. Bosnia had 8 shots, but only 4 on target. Come on. If you don't take your chances, you don't win the game. And it was until the 78th minute to when Canada scored. You had more possession, you had more shots, but you were the one playing catch-up game. It doesn't really work like that in the World Cup, But hey, this World Cup has everything. To performances, to matches, to stadiums, to crowds, to performances. It really has it all. Don't worry. Other matches are going to be hit, so stay tuned. If you reached this part of the video, thank you very much. Don't forget to click that like button and subscribe. More World Cup predictions and analysis coming up. At the end of this video, I'm stating my predictions for the next games. The time of this recording was before the Germany game, so I'm gonna let you know that. Second match for Group B, although it was played after the USA match, but let me just get into Group B, was Qatar versus Switzerland. Man, this scoreline does not do the game justice for real. Switzerland would own Qatar. Didn't have chances or space to breathe. Switzerland had a whooping 27 shots and 10 shots on target. 27 and 10 shots on target. Switzerland should have gone on with the 3 points if you ask me. And Qatar in the whole game had only 5 shots and 3 shots on target. And how did this game end in 1-1? Why? Switzerland didn't use all of their chances to score. And their only goal came from a penalty in the 7th minute where Mbolo slots it to the left side of him in the 7th minute to make it 1-0. And it was until the heartbreaking moment, 90 plus minute of the last half, Qatar on the break, a cross comes in, headers it into the goal, 1-1. Heartbreaking for Switzerland because they deserved the 3 points. Switzerland had a whopping 70% possession while Qatar had only 30%. That's what I'm telling y'all. You guys have to watch the World Cup before you know what the World Cup has. You can't just look at scorelines and be like, they didn't do this well, they didn't do well. No, Switzerland were on them, bro. They were on them. I watched the match live. They were on them. Qatar didn't have space to breathe. Only 5 shots in the whole game and 3 shots, and you only took away 1 shot. Heartbreak for Switzerland, but hey. Now, Group C's first game, Brazil, Morocco. 2 top teams. Brazil have the likes of Vini Jr., Rafinha, Mateus Cunha, Igor Thiago, Alisson in the keeper position. Woof! The look onto this match was that we were gonna see goals. I predicted this match to be a 2-1 win for Brazil. But when I was watching the first half, Brazil didn't look like a team in the first half. Morocco were on them. As soon as I saw, Morocco kickoff was blasting the ball to the other side to force pressure, I was like, hey, Hakimi, what are you doing to this team, man? This ain't PSG. Then from there, they just kept on pressing. Immediately, they lost the ball. They gained it back. In fact, for the first half until the 32nd minute, the only person I saw hold the Brazil ball was Alisson after a goal kick. Let me be genuine. As soon as he launched that ball forward, Morocco pressed. And it was from that press, a little one to slit the ball in between Gabriel and Marquinhos, dinks it over Alisson, and Saibari dinks it over Alisson and makes it 1-0 to Morocco. Meanwhile, leading up to this game, Morocco have never won their first game of the World Cup, and I guess it's going to continue until, I don't know, 2030 or so, because at the 32nd minute, ball breaks for Vinicius Jr. He cuts in, slots it to the left of Bono and makes it 1-1 before the match ends. And from there, the second half, Brazil turned up. Brazil really turned up in that match, for real. True attacks. No, it was really end-to-end, but there was really no end product. There were shots on target, many crosses in. People who were supposed to be in the box weren't in the box. But hey, the game ended 1-1. I hope to see more from this Brazilian Morocco team as the games go on. Second match of Group C, Haiti versus Scotland. Well, Scotland won 1-0. To be honest, let me not lie to you, even the stats show it. It was 50-50. Possession was 50-50. Teams literally of the same quality just went at it. Even this goal with John McGinn scored, he just break through him and he just shot, and there were a lot of deflections who ended. This match should have literally ended 0-0. Nothing really interesting, just end-to-end stuff, low block. Scotland with the 3 points, 1-0. Now, Group D, USA versus Paraguay. In the first week of the World Cup, this is the kind of quality you need. USA schooled Paraguay 4-1. Whole lot predicted, the first matches of the World Cup, somebody will beat Paraguay 4-1. Possession to them by 63-37. Easily one of the best games of the start of the World Cup. If not the start of any World Cup, this is the best match I've seen. 3 goals in the first half, where Folarin Balogun slots 2 goals to become the top scorer currently in the World Cup. So USA really schooled Paraguay. They took their chances well. They played out from the back. They cut the passing lines to Pulisic on the wing, Justin Des, Balogun up front after chances. The game was really end to end. They had 70 shots and 6 shots on target, while Paraguay had only 8 shots and only 2 came off on target. That's how you see this match. They took their chances and they literally schooled Paraguay. This was total domination. Definitely worth making me watch by 2 a.m. that's for sure. Last match, match 8, Group D, Australia versus Turkey. Man, this match I really pity for Turkey, man. because Turkey dominated possession 63 to 37 to Australia. Clear example of if you don't take your chances, you're gonna be punished. Because tell me, Turkey, yeah, had more shots. They had about, let's say, was it 27-10? But Australia had only 4 shots on target and they scored 2. 4 shots on target, 2. To Turkey's 7. 7, but they couldn't finish. Everything was in Turkey's favor. The possession, the shots, the passes, even the fouls, bro, was in Turkey's favor. But they still lost the game. How they didn't take their chances lightly. And you're gonna get punished in the World Cup. And of course, Australia wins the match by 2-0. Now, let me get into my predictions for the next match. The next match, we got Germany versus Curacao, then Ivory Coast versus Ecuador. For the Germany match, I predict total domination. I predict Germany to score them 4-0. You have insane squad there. You got Kimmich, you got Rudiger, you got Kai Havertz. I think Leroy Sané is still there. Come on, you got squad depth. You got Serge Gnabry on the wing. They have a lot of squad depth that can keep them going for a whole 90 minutes. And for Curacao, I feel like it's just gonna be like a hey, welcome to the World Cup, because it's not gonna get easy. You think we're gonna go easy for you on the first game? No, it doesn't go like that. So I'm predicting Germany to school Curacao 4-0. Now, Ivory Coast versus Ecuador. 2 African teams going head to head. I don't really know these teams that much, so I'm just gonna predict a draw, like 1-1 Ivory Coast and Ecuador. As I watch the game on, I'm gonna know more and be able to predict for the next coming matches. So thank you guys for watching. I'm back on the YouTube. I'm back with my predictions. I'm back with my analysis. I'm back with my stuff really, and this is the perfect time. World Cup time. Head on. Let's go. As you can see, yeah, Portugal. I'm already supporting Portugal. Ronaldo for the World Cup. Let's go. And that is Maverick out.